Valerie, I'd like to welcome you back to the studio with us. It's very, very nice to see you again.
Thanks, Deborah. It's a pleasure.
I know that A+ Partners was formed many years ago in order to help our students get the most academic success. And it's a partnership between the school system and the library. How do we introduce our students to the library? Can you tell us a little about that?
Well, we start with kindergarten or new students when they join the system at any point in their K through 12 education. For kindergartners, though, we begin with a field trip to the library as part of their kindergarten experience. And so as part of the curriculum, all of the students come into their liaison branch. Each school has a liaison branch. And we put together a special class for them at the library. We teach them what they're going to find at the library in terms of computers, books, e-resources, everything that they will be have available to them for the greatest academic success. Also, in August, we introduce them to what kindergarten will be like. We have Kindergarten Here We Come, where students can come to any of our branches again in August. We read a book about what it's going to be like in kindergarten, and they practice boarding a bus. So the parent separation is, it won't be the first time for the first day of school.
That's great, because that helps the students get over that little fear of getting away from mom and dad and going into this new environment, but also to go to the library. What an eye-opening experience for them.
Yeah, and it also connects them with the library at the beginning of their academic year so that they view us as adjunct faculty where they can come and get advice on research projects, on anything that they're working on, and also capitalize on the classes that we offer both in the branches. We take A+ classes into the school system as well, so they see us at their schools and then they know us when they come to the library.
Well, I know you've talked about the fact that you also offer them a library card. How many cards have you managed to give out as a result of this?
Nearly 36,000 cards.
Wow.
They actually get the card through school registration. That's one of the unique components of the partnership. 3,000 of those cards are educator cards, and that would be for the teachers. The community college is also part of the partnership, and so we changed the name from teacher card to educator card so that the community college would also then participate and see themselves in this. But this card allows educators extended borrowing privileges, and we are also lenient with regard to fines. There is an extended, there's a grace period, because we realize that if a teacher comes and borrows, let's say, a whole number of books on leaves, if they're teaching a second grade class, that perhaps those students take them home and then they might forget to bring them back for several days.
There are a number of programs that you run through the library in partnership with the school system. One of them, Tutor.com, we profiled a little bit earlier this year, and it helps our students to get help with their homework, to get help with any projects that they're working on. But I know you have other programs as well, things called a subscription program. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. We have any number of paid subscription databases. So what that means is that if a student needs to look up some kind of a journal article, instead of going into the library in a hard copy journal, they can actually get the same article online. So for example, if a student needs to analyze an article on stem cell research, they have a number of choices. They can come into the branch and actually get a hard copy of the article, or go online and key in a couple of key search terms and get a journal article from Access Science. We have Grove's Dictionary of Art. We have Biography Resource Center. We have any number of encyclopedias. So it's, again, the analogy is it's the equivalent of what used to be exclusively hard copy, now available electronically. So it's immediate access. It's great for those students who forget and then need to turn things in the next day, and so they get to complete their homework. One more item to mention here is our Learn-A-Test, also an online resource accessible from any computer from home, any of our 333 public access computers at the branches, I might add. But there, students can practice taking SAT exams. There are also exams that are practice tests, so that if a parent or a student would like to know whether they are mastering 5th grade math, they can go and they can take an exam to get an assessment. Or if they want to study ahead during the summer, let's say they're going from 4th to 5th grade and they want to see what math is all about in the 5th grade, they can try the exam online.
Could you tell us a little bit about the programs you're planning to offer in this coming year that you call your signature events?
Probably our most seasoned initiative is the Howard County Library Spelling Bee. That is taking place on Friday, March 12th. We have 66 schools registered, so that will be 66 spellers that evening. That is for ages 4th through the 8th grade. We are registered as a Regional B, which means that we fall under the Scripps National Rule. So the winner of this B, the champion, goes on to the Washington, D.C. National Spelling Bee representing Howard County. We added a companion to the Spelling Bee a couple of years back, the Bumblebee. That is for grades 1 through 3. That is taking place on March 8th. That is an award ceremony. So we will honor those spellers, and they get introduced to the concept. They get practice in front of a crowd, and then they can accept their trophy. Another one of our favorites is Battle of the Books. That one is taking place April 23. We have 83 teams of 5 fifth graders registered. These kids think it's great fun to read 16 books. One of them this year is A Wrinkle in Time. I mean, that's to give you an example of the kind of book that they have to read beyond their school curriculum. And they think of great names for their team. For example, you've got the Book Bugs. You have the super awesome reading warriors. You have Pickerel's page-turning penguins. And last year's winner were the little Einsteins. They had hair that looked like Einstein, and they had a T-shirt on the back that said, BOB, Battle of the Books, right, the acronym. BOB equals fun squared. So they really get to use their creativity. But the most impressive part of this initiative, Deborah, is that it's a 50-question exam. And it goes from 7 to sometimes 11 o'clock. And there was a tiebreaker last year. But these teams then, they actually get asked questions about these 16 books. We also have a Best Team Spirit Award, a Civility Award, Best Name Award, and a Best Costume Award. So it really is great fun.